Hi. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to my hands. Welcome, welcome. I just... Hold on. Did it restart the stream? Okay, because now I got a message from the stream on spot said, hey, Zero's now live, but I was live, so... I don't know. Let's put some music on. Yeah, because today I'm putting together some Warhammer figures. My birthday was 10 days ago. If you guys didn't know and didn't see my VTuber or model reveal, first of all, hi, here's my VTuber model. And also, I got some gift cards for Warhammer, so I have 2 boxes of stuff I can put together. And these are what I'm going to try and assemble today, hopefully without losing any of the plastic. Because I have too much microplastics in me right now. I don't want any more from my favorite little tabletop war game without kibashing it or leaving it for future kibashing. If you... Okay, how loud is it? I might need to turn down the thing a bit so you guys can hear me more clearly. And maybe I should have thought of using some duct chaining. Anyways, nice. Turn it other way. Both Space Marines, because I still try and put together an army together. Try and get 2,000 points, which is definitely a lot of money. So now just the jump pack, intercessors, and blade guard veterans. Now I want you guys to guess how much these both cost. All right, I can see the prices on the back. All right, I want you to guess what this one costs and what this one costs. Just keep in mind, what you get to make with these is you're gonna make 5 use with these and 3 with these. You need to guess how much they cost. And if you already know, just please leave time for others to guess. Leave time for the ones that don't know all about Games Workshop and their pricing to guess. Gonna give you guys a couple of minutes. That's while this is in full view. I'm gonna talk a little bit about what I got with me. So we have 2 things of plastic glue. One officially from Games Workshop, and another from RE Painter, which I have not been able to open. It's a weird thing. We have to cut this off, and I couldn't find any kind of scissors. Let me just move this so it's not in the way. All right, it might be a little louder. Hello, 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 hello. Anyways, you have to cut this so you can start getting the glue out, which, I don't know if I have anything that can really cut through this cleanly, so just a little emergency just in case. And then we have clippers, which I keep in this. Don't remember why I started just keeping it in this. I just do. But yeah, really nice. There's a little pair of clippers, still very sharp. I think I got this like a couple years ago and it's still working well. I guess maybe I could use these for this, but I got this. I'm gonna use this until I run out of what's in there. And now, hold on, I had some other stuff here. Where did I put them? put them? Oh yeah. So just in case, got this little hobby knife. And this, I can assure you, it is still hell sharp. So just gonna try to use this as sparingly as possible. I don't want to cut myself, and if there are any kids watching, please, you know, be with an adult while you're using it. It can really cut you badly. But this is what I'm gonna be using this for cleaning up the mold lines, because these all are just plastic injected into molds, so there's gonna be a bit of a line where the molds met. So we just going to have this, and much safer than really using this, where I've given myself some nicks on this. And I'm also live on TikTok, and now I'm curious, why is it telling me that these random other people going live are getting whatever TikTok uses for currency? Because just why? Why? I don't know. Oh, whoever got those stars, I'm glad they got something, but why would I need to know that? Why? Why? And just a little in case, got this. This is green stuff. I know it is, well, for one, it's sort of sticking to it. I know it is yellow and blue, but what you're supposed to do with this, you're supposed to cut off just a little bit of it, roll it up into a little green ball, and then like use it if you need to add a little structure, fill in a little gap, or just do some clay-like modeling. And I have used this before, mainly just to add like additional structure. If I'm kit bashing, I can show you a little example. So here's the chaplain that I have put together and painted. And if you play Space Marine 2, they're the guys who wear the skull mask. They amp up your boys in the Space Marine chapter. They make sure corruption has not taken hold of them. And sometimes they can wear jetpacks. Now, here's the thing about this. The base model does not come with a jetpack. There's one that does come with it, but it's sort of an online exclusive, and also more Blood Angels themes where it has little wings and has a little bit of like a human like structure to the armor. You'll see what I mean when you look at Blood Angels armor, because some of their exclusive armor, their special armor has like a human like mask, and it's got a lot of wings for that angel iconography. But the base model does not come with a jetpack. It comes with a regular little backpack that's used to power the armor. So what I end up doing is getting just a captain with a jetpack, using the jetpack and adding it on. But what I found is has the little area where the base model receives the pack is not really substantial enough to hold this on, so it was just kind of loosely glued on and was prone to falling. So I just jammed some green stuff into a little hole here. Won't be able to see it because I have to like take this off, and I don't really have the confidence that I'll take it off without taking anything else off. But I just had to add the green stuff on, re-glue, and it's got a lot more structure. Could probably drop this and it'll hold fine. Probably not from like high up, but like from this table to the ground maybe. But yeah, if anybody had like any guesses and guessed that this costed $60, you are correct. It did cost me $60. Just gonna see. Now, for how much does Blade Guard feather in? And costed, it is also $60. Yes, both of these are $60. They're the same and price. You get 3 dudes to this one, 5 dudes to this one, $60 for both. Why is that the case? I don't know. I just put these together. I paint them, and I feel joy from it. That's just all I got, man. I don't really know what to tell you. That is unfortunately just how it is right now. This is just what's going on. Though with tariffs, I expected it to be a lot more expensive, but not entirely. I mean, it's already bad. It's already pretty bad. Like if it was between this or some hard drug, it would actually be cheaper to get some hard drugs. I'm not saying go out and get them. I'm not saying that. But if you get a kid hooked on Warhammer, they will not have money for the hard drugs. And your kid is also neurodivergent, let's be honest. Your kid is probably just neurodivergent. They would have found some other interests of their own to splurge the money on. Just saying. I'm just saying here. Hold on. I need to pull a little something because someone was intrigued in seeing my hands. I'm not reading any more into it. I'm not gonna read any more into that, so I do think I want to go with the Blade Guard veterans first. Looks like a fewer models, getting into the groove of it, and also, well, I had to put together these and spruce them up, and these look very nice in advance. You guys can barely hear me tap on this, which is something. All right, so then I'm going to just open this up. Okay, now I need to use a knife. It's a little hard to get open with my bare hands. Plastic didn't used to be this tough. What are they putting in the plastic that makes it so tough? So anyways, if you guys have not really caught up on Warhammer 40k gaming news or missed the Game Awards, Total War Warhammer 40k is a thing, and I am really interested in it. It looked like you just go from planet to planet. Hello, Aki. Hello, welcome. Why isn't chat showing? Is there something going on with my chat? I might need to okay, Yuki is also watching. I'm glad to hear that. And I don't know if you noticed it earlier today, but I did show the price for this as well as the other box of minis I'm gonna put together. So I don't know if you two can guess correctly the price of both of these. I mean, that's the thing. Some people don't really understand just the Games Workshop pricing model. I don't understand myself. It's weird. I don't really like it, but you know, I'm still trying to figure out how to 3D print miniatures. And also, Games Workshop just sends copyright strikes to the and people put together those STLs, which is I mean, I can kind of understand it, but it's a bummer. Okay, $60, $70. Okay, so Oh, if you're saying this is $60, you are correct, $60. And you're saying this is $80, you are $10 off. It is $60 as well. These two are $60, and this you put together 5 units, this 3. 5 peeps, $60. 3 peeps, $60. Yeah, there's a box set that has you put together 10 models, and it's like $5 more. Yeah, Yuki was pretty spot on. This is why, you know, printing and your models has become popular, because the pricing for these is just absurd. And they all come on these spurs. This is where the assembly comes in. You cut these off, glue them together. They can't snap on. There are spur or sets where you get models that just more easily snap together, and it comes with like rules. Well, I think some of them come with dice included, just to get you into the game, into the hobby, if you don't have the stuff to put together. So now, like, keep this in mind. This is the spurs that come with this, and this is $60. Oh wait, I don't have BQBot open. I knew I was forgetting something. And I don't know how to make BQBot work with, say, YouTube or TikTok, so sorry, but I'm also not sorry. So now this should work. Oh no, Aki, how could you? How could you make everyone lose the game? Oh no, how could you? How could you? I thought we could trust you. So yeah, just keep in mind, this is what you get for $60 with this. And I'm gonna just open this to show you what you would get with this other box, also $60. You can't trust me. You know, oddly, I can trust that I cannot trust you. It's ones that you trust, you have to look out for, because you never know if they're gonna do something stupid. Yeah, look, I hope you're able to hear the Dawn of War music. Great RTS game. I'm excited for Dawn of War 4. I was just talking about Total War Warhammer 40k. It looks really cool. And I'm hearing some of the details that they're doing for design of each faction, and it sounds really cool. And the Space Marines, as I heard, it's gonna be a very elite but small number faction, like in the lore. Or in the lore, the usual Space Marine strength is 1,000 Marines. There are some that are exceptions to this, or they just break the rules and have way more than 1,000. And then there are others that are just not at strength and are trying to recoup their losses. Okay, just keep in mind, this $60. And this also $60. Games Workshop, why? Why you do this? I want to like you, I want to like you. The models are good, the models are pretty good. Just give me something. Just please, please, please. I need more to work with. Alright. I need to find something to stuff this. in and hopefully remember. Alright. I gotta transfer sheets. I don't really bother with these, but I like to keep them just, you know, in case I need them. They can be pretty good for customization. And now, to read through and go step by step, because this is the first time I am putting this together. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? You get to learn with me. Alright. Looks like this has a lot of customization and options to it. A lot of interesting and cool poses. I think we also played Space Marine 2, the closest I could think of for this is like the bulwark. They have the shield, it's part of their kit. And of course they come with little stats on the back. Of course I have the codex, I don't need this, but nice to have if you don't really have it or you need just a quick little hieroglyph reference. Holy shit, I forgot just how abstract they are. Yeah, lots of symbols are really meaningless. That's loud. March of the Emperor. That's a really loud march. Anyway. Just these little hieroglyphs, these little symbols. I don't mean anything. Like, look here, arrow into target, hammer, or 3 swords, sword slashing, fist, has blowing up shield, blood. Like, if I didn't know any of the rules and the usual stats for the units, it feels really like just nonsense to me. And of course they can't just describe the name of it here in small font. No, it's just has numbers to one of these pictures. Anyway, the Blade Guard Veteran Sergeant, the one that sort of leads the unit. Now let's see, we need to look for or 17 on the spurs. Trying on this. Looks like it has. It's just a little stone thing it's stepping on. Ah, here we are. Here we are. I'm gonna try to like give you guys a good view without really being destructive, losing my sight. Now we cut this off. This one is a little hard to get from this angle. And all these are coordinated by numbers. So you find this is 17 on the spur. Don't really see much of a mold line to get rid of. Oh, I see a little bit over here. I'm gonna try to file this down a little bit. Okay, I think this should be good. Try not to knock it down. We need to find the front piece on 18 here, and there's also a little belt piece 19, which is also here. So one of them is a pretty small piece, so I might have to be a little careful where I cut. And for those who have watched me before, you see my hands now. So far what I know is until Warhammer 40k, there's going to be the Space Marines. They're going to be the small faction that's really elite, just like the lore. There's going to be the Imperial Guard, probably the closest to a traditional Total War faction. Makes sense. They are the closest to the modern military. They have your regiments. You have your infantrymen with laser rifles and flak armor. You have tanks, which have 17 guns on top of them. You have aircraft. You have mortars. You have horsemen running with spears. You have World War I trench fighters. You have your giant ogres. You have your rat hobbit snipers. You know, your modern military, basically. It's all the modern military. And then you have the Eldar, who, from what I understand, can just like go around via webway, be sneaky, and have their own objectives that aren't necessarily to take planets or purge them, which is just like the lore. They have such mysterious little machinations, and they'll very often do stuff that is detrimental to billions of humans if it means that 100 Eldar are saved. Yeah, if it's well, let me glue it. And there are the orcs. I'm not sure. I haven't heard details about how they'll work, but I imagine it's gonna be like Total War Warhammer after they reworked it, having a walk like meter that fills up as you fight in battle. Well, everything's gonna be ramshackle and cheap. I mean, I hope they go with a rework, because in the first iteration of it in Total War Warhammer, they were not fun from what I heard. It was a hassle to deal with, and some of their stuff was just hard to research. It was just some basic things that they had to research for some reason. I don't know, maybe they thought they needed to be that balanced in campaign. Probably a little bit here, and then we'll just add some glue there. Not need. I think that'll be good. So we seal it, give it like 30 seconds for it to more securely seal and cure. And then there's a very small piece here that goes on the belt. Well, this is the belt, but you get what I mean. It's pretty small. I don't want to go through it because I don't know if I will ruin any details or not. Always worth it to just take the piece and try to stick it on the model without gluing it first, so you know where you're supposed to attach it. So I see a little divots here. Alright, so I know the main places it will attach to, so I'm going to just add come on. Yeah, just a little bit. Don't want it overflowing, because this will melt the plastic together, and we don't want to melt some of these details off. Alright, so I'll let this dry while we get at the little greaves. Those are the pieces that go on the front of the shin. Let's see. 35 on the left side of the model, 36 on the right side. I try to keep it like physically to the left and right of the model, just, you know, to help me remember which is left and the right, because once it's off the spur, it is hard to tell which is which. And there is a piece here that is a little hard to get to. One thing you could do is just twist and turn to pull it off. Just if it's part of it and it's hard to get into, like here. If I can show you a little closer, we got the little piece that was right between here, between this purity seal and the little divot on the, oh, hold on, hello? Yeah, between these two, and it was hard to really get in and clip off. So I just like to, you know, just spin, especially if it's got one spur or just two that just run parallel. You can twist and it'll come off pretty easily. Little tip for it, you might need to file down a little bit because there are a little stringy bit where the plastic sort of tear it off. They can easily file that down. Going to do the same on the other side because I can see a little bit of the mold line on this side. Now this goes on the right side of the model, so I'm going to just do a little pre-filling. Then I'm going to add it along this side of the model of this little part, and then just put it on. There you go. Might just need to, well, I mean, we got some natural sunlight coming from the window over there, so that's not much of a problem. Gonna do the same with this part and do a little fitting here. And then add glue. If you see like a little divot on the inside of a part, I'm gonna try to hold it up and see if it will focus. Oh, come on, camera, focus, it's right there. What the heck? But anyway, if you see like a little divot or pit on the side of a part, that's usually just where a different part has a little thing extruding out that will fit in. So that's a good place to put in some glue. Want just a bit. Any curves or groove on one side of the model is a good place to put glue. Now we're going to attach that. You can give it a little blow because I see some little plastic shavings here. And I see some more belt parts that go on the back of the model, so I'm going to turn it over. I see we need 21 and 20. So I'm going to grab my clippers. $21. Gotta be careful with some of these parts. Can you see with something like this, just like a little string of plastic between two bigger parts, and that's easy to snap or bend in a way that it shouldn't. So, well, you just gotta be very careful. Go slow if you need to. Take your time with this. The real joy in something like this is it's a very mindful whole thing. I think a lot of people just want like the results now, but they don't really like see what comes from making the result. They just want the result now. It's not really that fun or interesting. Okay, so now time to try to understand where it's supposed to go. Okay, I think I understand. There's a little part here and a little part here. I think it's easier if I just put the glue on this part, on the model, instead of just this part, where it's all a little finicky. Now, a little bit of glue on here, a little bit on here. That's really all we need. And then you can just take this, apply a little bit of pressure to help it, and I'm gonna try to hold it for a few seconds. It's a little small part that doesn't look like it would be that secure on the model, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of time and I just push it on and have it more securely on. And then we're going to need 20 from the spur. If I can, yeah, here it is, 20. It's a little small piece here. Put it on. I'm trying to understand which side goes where. I also want to see where on the model we're supposed to put this, which I'm referencing the instruction here. I need to get a little bit of a closer look. Gee, I don't know if it's supposed to go in there. It might be one of those things where I need to fiddle around with the placement until it feels like it just snaps just right. But they're pretty good about putting this together. It's the parts can kind of just snap into place, and then you just like put glue on them. But I put together like some models that aren't quite as helpful. I don't have it with me. There was one that's just like really finicky, got hard to put parts in some odd angles, and it just was not as fun to put together. It looks awesome, it's just not fun to put together. It was very tedious, it was very trying. Just my microphone, and now I'm going to look again on the instructions, see where I need to put them. Sometimes, you know, a part is just going to be difficult to put together. So I'm trying to see. Okay. Looks like just a little before this. Oh wait, I see, I see. Okay, so for those of you who aren't able to see, all right, I thought it was like going over this, but no, it's just like two parts are joining to make one. It's like how you break apart or a cookie and like you still have those crevices where it like perfectly matches together. So I'm going to just add a little bit around the belt. Don't want to put too much. And then in the little crevice where the two halves meet together. And again, just like put a little pressure on there for a few seconds so we give the glue a chance to set and bond the plastic pieces together. All right, and now this is where the model can go into 4 directions, looks like. They all look pretty badass. I'm also gonna check if, where I put my phone, I'm gonna check just quickly if I have like planned for them all to have a specific weapon. Some models can have just one of several choices of weapons. Don't think for the most part that they have much of a point cost to them. They got rid of just like that fine detail of different parts having different point costs and try to simplify the process. Just gonna check. All right, there are some options, but I think I just wanted to go with a bolt pistol for the sergeant. Just go a little classic here. So I'm gonna look. I'm also trying to see which one. Sorry. I'm also trying to look to see, hey, which one I want to do, because there are various poses. I'm between just going for this one with sword out, shield up, or this one where he's cleaning the blade. I mean, that might be cool if I use some of his blood like paint to like give the impression that he's recently killed. That would be pretty sick later on. I'm trying to think of that. But you also see the options where you have pistol out, shield out, and pistol out, sword out. I mean, I don't have much of an excuse to draw all like blood splatters where the model justifies it. So I'm going to go with option 5. Start right here. Like see 32 is first. Next thing, all of them just have 32. I don't really. No, they do use different holsters. I see. 32 is where the pistol is holstered. The 33 is where it's a holster empty because the pistol has been drawn. I mean, cool level of detail for building the model. Just like going through this, making sure. Now we get rid of any of those mode lines. Especially here where it's just on the covered end of the holster. And I just like to go over with my fingernail just to see if I got demon lines, like a little bit here. I can file down a little more. A little bit more here. All right. Now we're just gluing this onto this thing. Trying to find a little, yep, there it is. Just filling up this little slit with the glue. And now, glue this on. Don't think it needs much else. And now we have a little subassembly here. We need to put these two arms together, and then we glue it to the joint where the shoulders meet the chest. So now looking, all right, I find 68 here, and we need 70 next. Give it a little twist and twist to loosen up the plastic. I think I like to get the mold line here. It's all right to leave the mold line, I think, on the edge of the blade because it gives like a finer edge to the blade. And if there's a mold line on there, it's probably going to turn blunter and become more like the model edge. That's just naturally. That's just my thought there. And I give a little filing here, not too much, because I don't want to ruin the fine detail over here, but I do want to give it here where the shoulder is. It makes it like a little cleaner to put the pauldrons on. Just a little cleaner. And we got that. Now we're looking for the other part of the arm. 70 here. They can be a little clever when it comes to how they orient the models, so the mold line isn't really bad. How you guys find the music? It's from the original Dawn of War game. They're coming up with Dawn of War 4, and that's exciting. Very exciting, very interesting. I hope it is good. They tried, well, a ton of things with Dawn of War 3. It didn't go so well. I need to make a fine clip with this. like, I don't know, Dawn of War 3. I never played it, but just looking at the gameplay, it doesn't look really good. Like, it doesn't feel Warhammer. It feels more Warcraft. If I am making sense there. Like, it's not stylized in the way Warhammer is or should be. To me, at least. There may have been someone who had a lot of fun with it, but it is also just like it died pretty quickly, so not quite likely. Okay, so don't want to do it when it's too set, because I want to like maneuver a little bit, because we got glue these onto the sides of the models, so we get a model that's holding the play. I just want to spin a little dot here and a little dot here. We'll smear and spread at it naturally. Alright, putting in just a little bit of pressures. Might fall off soon. It's alright, we can always try and re-glue it. Yeah, so... oh, now the funny number, 69. If the kids still laugh at that, please, kids still laugh at that. Right now where the model starts to come together more, or we put the pauldron and the pack and the shield on. So now we have 66 and the number that comes after. On this side, the other number on the other side. Now we just glue in on the inside of this. You can just swirl and smear the glue on, all good, and then the same with the left pauldron. Now 65, where's that? All right, there it is. Got a nice little halo on it. Can be shown a little halo here. That's how you know it's really a good gear in 40K if it has a halo on it. Okay, just like trying to find a mold line over here. Got some little creepy music going on the soundtrack here. I'm gonna check after I give this a little file what is playing right now. Oh, it's the Eldar theme now. I mean, that makes sense. Filthy knife ears. Yes, I'm a knife ear. Anywho, I'm gonna turn this around. Gonna add two. Add the glue. Here and then press this on. I hope I don't have to bring up the green stuff for this, because it is just a little flimsy. Just gonna have to give it a hold for like 30 seconds. So anyways, I know this is not really that close up, but like you can see really a lot of what I'm doing here. Like, it's not really much to it. It's more just like getting there with your hands and fingers. You know. You know. All right. Now I'm going to give this a minute. I'm going to come to the shield in a bit, but now I want to add the head, and I want this to be a character with a face to it. So I'm going to add just a dot here. And have it settle in a good spot. Looks awesome. And I want to take the shield out, whichever is 30. This is 30. Has a purity seal on it, and is there a difference on the back between the two? Doesn't look like it, so why shouldn't I use this one? I'm trying to think. I mean, sure, I'll follow the instructions so that we have a little more purity seals to paint. Like, it's really fine, really tiny edge here. Would I need to do the mold filing? I mean, I will still. I already know the answer to it. I'm gonna do it a bit just so it's cleaner to paint. And get rid of the extrusions where the spurs were attached. All right, and now we are gluing it onto the back of the case, which is how? I'm gonna check the instructions just quickly. No, we're literally gluing it to the circle on the back. It's not even like the same size. It's like slightly larger. All right, we're gonna try it. We're gonna hold it there for a few seconds. Yeah, it's just like giving myself a little mental countdown until I take it off. Anyways, how are you guys finding the stream? How are you guys finding the music? It's all good, right? It's all really good. We're doing all right with this. The music isn't too much, I think. Like, it's not too loud. Got a nice little. Alright, we got some. It's right. I mean, we might need. We are at that point where we're going to glue it to the base. The little slicker things here. So we're gonna open that in a bit, and I'll just see. I'm gonna give him like a nice little skull shield thing on the side here, which is an option we have. We have a lot of customization options. Yeah, 55 kind of speaks to me, but also 57 with the purity seal. That is pretty cool. We always love the purity seal. I mean, I would love to see if someone has created just a model, but like added as much purity seals on it as possible, so it's all just purity seals. In theory, the most purest of unit. The purest model of them all. So I just need to find. I see. Okay. Might be best if I just glue onto the slot where it's supposed to go in. Alright. Oh, I see the problem. The sword's in the way. Alright, let's very quickly get that other skull thing out. For the glue has time to really set. Alright. It's in. It's in. Now let's open this. God. Probably should put that in just a box so I don't lose it. Oh well, that's just a problem for future me. Like a few seconds from now, me. Now it's pretty stable, so and once I do this, it should hold on very well. And first model done. Yippee! Yippee! Lit up all gifts in our gift gallery. What the hell does that mean, TikTok? I don't understand. And just the gifts thing on TikTok. I don't. I really do not. It's just one of the most random things. Just throwing darts at a dartboard, seeing where it lands. Like, yeah, okay, that's what a gift is. All right. Now on to the 2 units that go with this sergeant. The regular Featherins. Not the Sergeant Featherin. Okay, 37 and 38. I think these share something drop? I thought I saw something drop. No, they're not the same. One of them has some more complex parts on it. Anyway, quick instructions. We are assembling 38 and 37 together. Mm-hmm. What are you guys doing while you have the stream on? I know Aki is just drawing, which now I'm wondering, what are you drawing, Aki? What you drawing, Aki? I wonder what you drawing, Aki? Aki, you here? You here? Yes, I'm calling you out. Do like the instructions, highlight the points that you would have to glue together. With 2 models make, with the 2 parts make contact. All right, now whatever. $41 is 41. Oh, it's a little pouch thing. Trying to, might have to. If I could just twist it out, I cannot. Let me just. We got it out. Let's see, I'm attaching it to this, so yeah, find what's a good orientation for this. Case. Okay, now it has to go in this way. Alright. Small piece, I'm gonna get glue in my hands, I'm just gonna put glue on this bigger set. Oh, that's a little much. Now 39 and 40. Yeah, this will go here, so I'm gonna just... Man, Dawn of War music's so good. I need to play that again someday. Perhaps on stream I will. That'd be pretty fun. Just a little dive into classic Dawn of War. Go through the campaign, go through Winter Assault, go through the Dark Crusade campaign. And then, you know, sadly didn't have any other expansions after that, which is rather sad. There have been no expansions since Dawn of War after Dark Crusade. That is really unfortunate and really sad. Quite fortunate that Sega did not decide to make an expansion to it. Man, who knows what would have happened if they did. Anyways, you also need to try out Dawn of War 2. It's a lot, it's very different. It's like a whole new game. Not like the original, but it's fun. Just gotta put some pressure on this so it will set well. Now our options kind of like in this one where here the sword is raised up like that. I think that's cool. Let's move over to 9. Huh? Wait, is this still... Okay, I'm trying to see because... Alright, so on the instructions here, alright? I'm going for this one. Alright, if you can see, the sword is raised, right? The sword is... Hello, hello. What's going on with my model today? Am I just... Is there just a sweet spot that I have to be in? Otherwise... I think... Okay, anyways. Over here, this has raised up, and first one start here. There's one raised up, there's one where it's just like lower down. Why? Why? Anyway, 4e6 is simpler. Might need to give it a tighter trim, just in case, so I could just file that. Now that gets put here. I should probably glue on that spare thing here before we just block that view. Yeah. Make it easier to move it. Now where the hell did I... Oh, it was just on top of the spur. Alright, it stands really well. We just need really one here. And we're touching right by the belt. I wonder what are we on right now on the soundtrack. Okay, Imperial Guard theme with percussion and choir. Very, very lovely. Wonder, did we... Jesus. The Winter Assault soundtrack is twice the size of the original Dawn of War soundtrack. At least that is what it looks like. Hey, 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 oh, 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 sure, 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 sure. Yes, glory be to the Emperor. That slide in and glued. No, 47, 48. Okay, they're both together, which is good. So. Yes, tally ho, man. Tally ho! We fight for the Emperor! I don't know. It's just that theme is making me think of that voice for a commissar. It's a kind of British officer leading with a saber. And now 49. A really standard no purity seal shield. Which is now weird to me. Why won't you have a purity seal on your shield? There's not even one in this. Well, maybe there's one in this box that I can just glue on later. That'd be kind of fun. There's all kinds of little bits that will be left over. Which is why I keep the boxes. I just like to keep them. They're rather fun. They're enjoyable. Bum 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 bum. Probably just like slather it more along the inside so we get such a strong seal for the shield. And now 66, the number after, and 68. No, that's 68, 65. Just cleaning up the mold line. Cleaning up, so then we won't have many problems when we paint. I'm trying to like keep track of this. It came like give it a few seconds. The glue can strengthen, it can hold its own after. Then we could do some similar things with our pauldrons here. I'm just gonna go with standard helmet. Just make everyone faceless. If you make everyone have a face, like it, like to me makes like the characters who go with just a helmet, go without their helmet, just pop out more when the army is together. That's just my opinion. Like, essentially, if you make everyone faceless, then they are... No, they have to be faceless and... No, they have to have a face and a name to be actually invulnerable. So, if you want all of your units to not die, then you need to give every one of them a name and make sure that you can see their face. Otherwise, they will just die. They will die. All right, we are 2/3 of the way there. We've been at this for an hour and 35 minutes. So I think we've got one more to go here. And then we get to this more complex but all-inclusive parts. I got everything. Like a little beats there stuck in. Looks fine. Is the choir chanting orcs now? Orcs. Orcs. I mean, if this was really like orcs chanting, it would be a lot deeper, the gravity. Okay, if I got it right? Yeah, I got it right. And then we got a lot of places we need to glue, but less parts that we will be worrying about. Now these two will come together. And then we have an additional part on the scabbard here too. I'm sorry, I think I might have messed it a little bit, but that's all great. We could probably maneuver it around. I mean, I need to... Yeah, I probably should not have been in like that, because now I can't get to it. Just got... pry it apart a bit. Alright, we got it in. I'm sure that won't cause us any problems in the future. No, definitely not at all. Okay, looks like we got just a ton of options for this one unit that's not even a veteran. No, that is supposed to be the veteran? Okay, Blade Guard veteran, sergeant, and then from 7 on, okay, somehow it looks like one of the regular guys gets more customization options than the sergeant. Or it's just interchangeable and it doesn't really matter that much. Anyway, six, because I like the sword pointing, is very direct, is very much a call for a duel, and that's cool. That's very much what Space Marine would want to do, if we're gonna be honest. We're still in the Winter Assault soundtrack. We're still on Winter Assault. Okay, I want to like go over to Dark Crusade. Yeah, Dark Crusade, yeah. Mm-hmm. 8 and then 9. Yep, found 8. No, I need to go with 14 here because the pistol would be drawn. Talking a little bit to myself here. And then we have this really purified shield. There's like 3 purity seals I counted. But I can tell that might not be enough. We need the whole thing covered in purity seals. Just so many purity seals become a shield in and of themselves. That's what the Imperium needs. Just weapons that shoot purity seals. And then the last... Where's the pack again? Oh, it's right here. Just right here on the spur. Bum, bum. Hold it for a few seconds. The packs are already just a little finicky to put on. So just a little bit of pressure. Making sure it's pressed up, that we get everything on there. Alright. Alright, and now... and on there, and... Alright, we don't have enough purity seals on this guy, so I'm looking for the one little shield thing that has a lot of purity seals on it. And there it is. Just this one, you know, you get 5 purity seals on this, and for the price of one model, what a deal! And now the head, I'm going to just go with another one of these. I think that's a cool angle for the head, just facing the sword. Yeah. Alright, we got one box done. Nice. Alright, gonna try to put all of that, including the transfer sheet, which I won't really be using. Back up. I'll just go back here, keep it for a little extra bumps. Bits. Alright, give it a little bit and taking a little break, check where we are on the music. I'm gonna check really quickly on the Helldiver's Companion app because I'm curious what's been going on the war front. Alright, now for jetpack initiators, these 5 guys, which are gonna be part of a bigger unit. It's gonna be a fun unit. One also takes advantage of my chaplain here. Chaplain is very much like a melee support. Gives big buffs to any melee unit he's in, while also just being a heavy hitter in his own right. Might just have to push you 3 to the side. You're your own thing. And let's ring these spurs and instructions out. Ooh, yeah. I need to make myself some more coffee. We're getting a little eepy, as they say. A little eepy, and I need me some coffee. Yeah, I'll just go take a little restroom break and get me coffee. So I will be back. Yes, be right back. Hello. Hello, I am back. I have coffee. I also like this mug. It's a very nice one from... Hold on, let me turn on all the feature capture. Hello, hello. It's a very nice one from Bones Coffee Company. Then I got it alongside a little set of Fallout styled coffee beans. It's all themed around the Fallout show, which I've yet to see the new season of, but from what I hear, oh my. Yeah, just let me enjoy my coffee for a bit. It's still pretty hot. I see we just gone to the Tau theme. I hope one day I can get the new box set with the Farside Enclave, because I actually am digging what I've read of Commander Farsight. Tau character, like the lore, pretty neat. I love to read more on it, and also I'll just run an army with him. It's a fun little subversion because the main niche of the Tau are the ranged shooters. That's their primary thing, but kind of Farsight does pretty well in short range engagements and melee. So that would be really cool. Now we are just chilling, enjoying a bit of coffee. Mm-hmm. Do do dum 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 dum. I think I should just get started. Okay, I haven't seen this before. Yeah, I have not seen this before, I think, in any of the boxes, so... just put that to the side, and we can open this up. Alright, we're gonna have to do this little factory style, because we got some jetpacks we would need to put together. And then we need to get these 5. Dun 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 dun. What? There we go. I think they'll be good. Now we take these. And then we combine them like this. A little finicky, but I think we'll get it. Okay, why is this one being a little difficult? There we go. Just take little sips. I need to take these out. Alright, so now we have 6 and 5. I'm just gonna do 6 here. It's all going to be on one side, so I think it's gonna be just easier if I simple like then I wouldn't have to worry about what's what. Alright, 6 on the left side. Just double checking. Always worth it to just double check, double check. All right, now for the right side of the jetpacks. Just realizing might have done it a different way. I can just quickly remove and reapply. I'm just noticing down the inside of these thruster things, there's an L and R. So you can easily tell which forward side. That's a neat thing I didn't notice before. Low quality of live service. I don't think that's necessarily worth $60, but you know, I'll take it. All right. Jump packs completed. Now a little coffee sip. Don't worry, it's like 3:36 my time. It'll be all right. It'll be all good. Let me double check what I have planned for these. Just double checking, just double checking. Come on, where's first recruit? No, it's new recruit. I'm getting them mixed up. Okay, I think it's just all pistol and chainsword. So just gonna set these over here, these here for completed builds, and we're not doing any sergeants here. Already have a sergeant that can lead us. It's gonna be one large unit. So 49. $50. 49.50. We're gonna need this soon to give us a good base for our model here. It's also supposed to be up in the air, and for some of these, it's not gonna be really stable. There's no real good center of gravity unless we have the base there. Okay, 56. Where's 56? Found 56. Might as well use this. Here we go. Some fine mold lines just along the greaves here. Mm-hmm. So he has one leg raised up, and the other just touching down on the ground. And give it a few seconds just to stabilize itself. To become stronger. We can take a little coffee while I see what's other music. Just continue watching it pause on its own. Thanks, YouTube. Bum 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 bum. Okay. Seems simple enough. We'll just get a good glue. Try to put it down with respect to where the beach is, like probably here. Good. We'll give that a minute. We can move on to another. Let's see, we need 2 and 3. Is it on here? Maybe it's on here. Yes, while that's setting in, I'm going to get a bit of a head start on the second model. And right into place. And then we get 14 and 16. Here's one should be more stable. Yeah, and then I need 16 here. Dun 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 dun. All right. Now let's move back here onto this model. We're going to take a little bolt pistol from 54. And 53. Smoothing this out. Not really much else to smooth here. And this has like more arms raised. Man, it's starting to get a little shaky. That cannot be a good sign. Alright, 10 on the left side, 9 on the right side. What's it gonna get? And the accessories down there near the belt. So let's see. I see 52 here and 51. I can get. Let's get that there. Then snip this very small pieces here. Put a little bit of glue and then so it's more to the side, and then more just glue on here, so it'll be firmly. Side here. And then all we have left is head and the pack. Just going with the standard head here. Have him face that way. I think that makes sense. Help, I'll need to use the green stuff here. All right. First one has been assembled. We got a good head start on this one. Looking for 11. Here's 11. Mm. 17. No, we need 1B. Here, no, we'll be on here, so gonna need 12, and then we're gonna need 13. Just gonna take all these off just for a little shake up here. I think at this point I understand enough to know what goes where. Left and right. And we're gonna have these and this. What's the symbol? Hmm. Ah, damn it. All right. Give it a few seconds. Then we can add on this pistol. Dun 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 dun. Getting one of these pauldrons here. Letting. Just pushing it in. There. not gonna try and push it onto the table. I'm going to just push against my finger, which provide more stability while it dries. Now next, there's no more torsos here, so 2/5 of the way there, gentlemen and ladies, and dem. Ah. Are we on that? We're on the Eldar stronghold. Very, very nice. Strongholds, ones are pretty fun, man. This just makes me want to play Dark Crusade again. Get it downloaded. See how well it can be recorded on OBS. Oh yeah, so much fun there. Alright, so 28, what's 28? Nick 27. Oh, I found 28. Really fine small pieces here. 21. 22. And for this, give me an option for the bolt pistol and plasma pistol. I'm going bolt here. I'm gonna need 10, gonna need 9. Alright, let's get assembling. It's gonna be pointed straight out. I need to be careful about the angle the mall's gonna be at. Respect that. It's gonna bring the arm back. I try it. Good, so the mall would be looking up. Yeah, gotta be very careful when doing malls like these because it's only on one awkward angle, so just make sure you pay respect to center of gravity for the model. Apply some pressure with your fingers. And there you go. We're gonna let it set a little bit. And let's see, what is this paying for? Okay, that makes sense. Do 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 do. All right. Now let's add this pack on, and let's add little details. These tiny bits that go on the model. Mm-hmm. All right. Now look, purity. Seal, specifically 73. Just going to twist it, it'll be fine. But very tiny. And 68. Well, there's one glob. Now it's saying to put it on like corner here, but I'm just gonna like have it be just on the arm here instead of the corner of a pauldron. I think it helps sell more of the running pose that this model has. Hello. Hello, how are you doing? Wow, yeah, hi. C335, yeah? How you doing? We're just assembling Warhammer models. I got 6 done so far, 2 more models to go, and that'll be it for the boxes. How are you doing, Speed? It's been a long time since you've been in my chat. I'm even here when I showed off this model. SMH. Let's Get more flesh and pull. Now 33 and 34. Bored? Oh yeah. Well, I hope you enjoy this music from the Dawn of War games. Really good strategy games. I mean, what I like most about it is it really does not let you turtle in the game, where you just hide out in your base, build up your defenses, build up your resources, and then just, wait out. That's a boring little strategy. And the degree to which a game does it can just like... Oh, where is Sox? Yeah, he is on a little vacation right now. Don't worry. He'll be back. He'll be back. He'll be back once I have a model for him that's 3D and a little more interactive. Cancel. Yes, I know. I know. May look, Hans. Hans. No, he's still alive. He's still alive. Sometimes you just need a little break, and I definitely needed a little one from him. He'll be back. He'll be back. He's all right. He's all right. How cooked? How much was painting the models together? Well, the models are 120 altogether. Like, even split between these 5 guys, $60, these 3 guys, $60. I'll be alright, I'll be alright. You worry so much. Just, take one of those chill strips, put on your tongue. Yeah, but still, like, it's $60 for these 3. And these and 2 others, $60. God, man, there's a little absurdity in there. Yeah, I know. Isn't that right? I have 2 sets of ears. I mean, can you get any more absurd than that? I can't think of anything more absurd than that, good sir. Can you? Can you think of anything more absurd? Andrew, we're sticking on these little bits on. Give them all a little bit. And more detail. How mean are we talking here, Speed? How mean are we talking? Yeah, how mean are you gonna get with me? You're gonna call me Bunky? Funko? Funko Fucko? Oh, ye fool. Massive dunce. That's all you're gonna do? That's all you're going to do? Just call me those things? I expected more of you. I expected more of you. Mean. Yeah, that really helps paint a clearer picture. Thank you for being descriptive. She's not used to model yet is all. Oh yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. You will get used to it. You will get used to it. I promise you'll get used to it. Just, you know, don't worry so much about it. I got some direct lighting here, so it's not quite as frightening to look at. That's one thing that's been noted. It can be pretty terrifying, the right lighting. Like if I turn off this directional light just to give an example. Okay, that's a pretty bad example. I will admit that's actually kind of a bad example. There was like no change whatsoever. It was different before I had directional light. Now I guess the lighting was fixed. Now I guess whatever her shadows is the scary mask on, buddy. Oh, you want me to put the mask on? Alright. Okay, you got the mask on. There you go. I'll also throw in the glasses, alright? Are you happy now? Are ye happy? Hold on, wait 1 second. Okay, yeah. Kosu. 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 But you know, my animation is just me staring into the camera, so you know, you're gonna get that whenever like I lose tracking, like the tracking doesn't see me well enough to send data. Thank you. Alright, let's add some pressure. Making sure, you know, we get a little seal between the base and the model. Remember, the glue just melts the plastic. We help it along and we got it. Now what details is the instruction is calling for? 74. We're gonna have some details left over. I'm gonna add it to one of the models that doesn't have a seal. What was that asking for? Yeah. And this will have to do. Su, dosu, dosu, dosu. Alright, let's add this on a leg. Leg. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we have one last model we're working on. One last, and then we'll have both boxes completed. Now 1441. There's not really a whole lot else in this. Azula. Yeah, so much microplastic. Yeah, I can confirm. It is incredibly like tasty microplastic. And yes, I did lick this model. Even worse, I licked the boot of it. I do not want to know what that leads to. What the fuck? Socks? Socks, where the hell are you? Anyways, just please don't disrupt me. Sucks if you're here. There's Socks in the building with us. Hear what? Hear what, Speed? Snox gnawing on the asbestos? Yeah, right button. No, this for the right. And that's while I get everything out there. Just having some stream markers for those who spent a year. The accident wasn't your fault. No. Socks is totally real. It's totally real. See, he's here with us right now. See, don't you see him? Don't you see him right next to me? Exactly, Sucks. Exactly. Magnus did nothing wrong. The Emperor just has had to let him know, hey, I'm working on a project. Heck, it's a lot of psychic stuff. Please don't do anything psychically telling. But I can hear him. You guys are gaslighting me. I can hear Socks, I just have not actually routed Socks' audio in. So no one will really see what's going on. Amazing stream. Just wonderful, superb. The finest. Like 15 minutes, I already found a book. Well, I mean, we're 3 hours and 45 minutes into the stream, so I guess we made good time on the jankiness. Oh, no, don't come. Your Twitch is nice to touch, thank you. Took some experimenting to get it going. Now it is linked to my blinking, which is a really cool detail I think more VTubers need to have. But of course, now I think about it, I could just also have it where it just twitches randomly based off a timer. That could be fun, right? Right, that'd be a fun thing, right? Right. Well, I should probably make that a reality. I have some control here in Waterloo. Alright, now we got these little beats on the spur. So we get say 5 here, and I'm gonna have say 6 over here for one of these whose shield is pretty unpurified. And I'm gonna get 70 here. Oh, come on, YouTube, come on, not now, not now. Just in the middle of finagling here. Alright. Yes, continue watching. Alright. I think it's this one. Yeah, there's like no purity seals on this. But I am about to fix that. Yep. Now it's purified. I got like, I think one more. Yeah, one more. We could give this guy who has so many another one. Make him Purity John. Purity John Warhammer. Yeah, look at that. He now has 7 purity seals. Yeah, I think it's just, you know, so there's circulation for the palm of your hand. Otherwise, it just gets warm and you start producing sweat. And that's not really good for the mouse, I think. Alright, now the 2 boxes are completed. And I did not have to use any of this. Though I might have to use it later for this stubborn model. Alright. Putting this away. Open up. And I think that's really it for this stream. I don't have any other models I can put together. It is just these 2 boxes, but it was very nice to be able to put them together on stream. Ta-da! Alright, I think I now want to say bye-bye and I'm gonna start some kind of raid. I don't know who else is online. Maybe I need to actually pull the mask down. There we go. Now let's see who I'm following as. I didn't know he was streaming. Let me give him a raid. Alright, I am raiding a friend, Phantom. He's pretty cool. I'll see you guys in their time. I hope all these models hold up well. Anyways, talk to you guys later. And bye bye.